What's up YouTube, Mellow SMS here. So we are back for episode 18, I want to say? It's either 18 or 19. It's been a few days since I've recorded, I've lost track at this point. But what I do remember is we defeated Mika in the last episode, and we're now going over to see Tatsuki. So let's go see our boy with the yellow quiff and get him back on our side. I knew you'd come. Huh? Tatsuki-san? I'm sorry for trampling all over your trust. You trusted in me to the point of disbanding Dracomoon, but No, I should be the one apologising to you. I could tell. Your Vanguard was the one of wanting to serve others. I knew that, yet I ignored it because of the way you led everyone. It made me think that I didn't need to worry about you. Tatsuki-san? That's why I'm here today, to prove just that. Huh? I'm not here because anyone asked me to be here. I'm here of my own will. I see. People like us are only able to express ourselves through fights. But what we do, when we do, we can say everything about ourselves. You can only prove that your feelings and will are true through a fight. And the same goes for me. Okay then, let's Vanguardo! Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to use a bit of Overlord today. I do hope to actually get a new deck online for, if not this next episode, the week after, the episode after. Not sure which one yet, it's just a muck around and see what I can get situation. I think I'm getting close to getting a lot of the base set 1 decks done, so I might have Barra Magnus sorted. Which if I can get that online, I'll happily play Barra Magnus. Alright, we ain't got a bad hand here. And obviously we are still using the Don't Hold Back skill because I love that double VP. Yes, it's a bit challenging sometimes, but makes it all more fun. Alright, so we're doing that. We're going to discard the Great Tubes, we don't need that. And obviously Tamir starts to build draw. Ooh, we got the Haru. So I don't need to get the Harv off the ride line now, which means I can actually aim for a perfect card. Definitely can aim for a perfect card. I do have hope they actually give him the Chaos image this time round, because I do want it for thumbnails. It's our wait and see job. Okay, so Vanguard went soul card trigger to bottom, and he wants to rush me. Take it and hope for defensive. Nope, we didn't hit defensive. That's an issue. We'll no guard this one as well. Because no matter what, we can then block the last column. Because of the crit we've got in hand. He's going to heal himself down to 2, which is fine. It's better than it being a crit. Alright, then we're going for you, as I said, which puts us to 23k, to your 20k. Shuts you down. And we can actually go a bit aggressive with Burning Horns on our next turn. As we draw another Burning Horn. With this hand, I'm actually going to discard a Harp. We don't need 2, personally. Alright, so Counter Blast 1. I want to add this to hand, so I've got the extra shield value. Because obviously, when he does his ride up for ride deck, he's going to put himself to 4 cards and drop, so it's 10k shield at that point. We're going to call the first Burning Horn. And if we actually fail the top 7 check, I'll then call the second one down. Okay. If we don't fail it though, we get the Overlord, which is good discard fodder for the following turn. So it's all adding up nicely. Oh, and we got our Overlord for the Persona Ride on turn 5. Well, we're just sitting duck with our Burning Horn at this point, so pass turn. But we're still not it's still not in a bad spot. He can't heal down anymore because obviously we're at 2 to his 1. We can mitigate our damage to only taking 1 damage for the turn. No, they didn't give him the full-on animation. I'm sad. But that Quen Lu does look like it's going to cause problems, though. Got a 5 drop now, which is good. So this means... Well, this is live anyway. Because of its skill. Which makes that an easy block. We'll then take his Vanguard. Which he might hit a crit on. There's Persona Ride. Nope, he hit a heal. That's absolutely fine. Look at my hand, actually. I think I could actually let him push me to 4. Because I'm really not in a bad spot at this point. And he's not really threatening me. Because that's obviously 28, which is me needing 20k shield, which is a lot from my hand. Well, I wish that was the first damage, I'd have stayed at 3. But beggars can't be choosers. So obviously now when we ride up, we'll get on the Harlem out from the ride line skill. So we'll discard our Overlord. We drew into the 10k shield thing, so that's really good for this matchup. And then obviously unit skill to pull there. Because depending on how he guards, we actually might hit the 8 in the drop zone, so it will turn into a 15k shield instead of 10k shield. Which gives us a bit more pressure. It depends on how much he wants to actually block this Overlord. Because I know some of the AIs do actually hard block this restand. Whereas obviously in the position he's in, he might not. Yeah, he's not chose to. First check, no trigger. Second check is a front trigger. That's actually really good for this situation. Because now everything scales over in case he hits defensive. Yep, no trigger. That's absolutely fine as well. Then we'll Overlord, Cat Blast 1. I'm going to actually discard a Dote. Now, it might seem weird, but I do think we're actually going to kill him on our next turn. Because his hand's not healthy and we're now about to push a lot of damage out anyway. Obviously, both sides are still hitting over defensive, so it's going to force more cards out of him if he hits defensive on this attack. And our hand's still healthy to survive his turn as well. Especially with that front trigger now. There's the critical. That's fine because both sides are forcing 5 to 10k shield. Which obviously one's going to be an intercept. One might be an intercept and 5k from hand, if not taking it. Maybe a trigger? Yeah, chucks a trigger down. So 4 card hand, 3 damage. Dote next turn should finish it off. Obviously, I'll wait and see how his hand actually develops. I'm scared that's actually the glitter skill to add the Makani to hand. Oh, okay, he's calling a perfect guard. Oh, there's a Pandemonium Tactics. Yeah, he's just going swinging in with that. Cool. So no Makani to worry about, which is a good sign. And only 1 lot of power. So we can do this safely. And we'll discard our Berserk Lord Dragon, because we don't actually want it for an intercept at this point. He has also got the 9 in drop now, so we can actually have our grade 1s be 15k shield, so an extra bit of shield power for that. especially with those things in the game. Alright. So that put me to 28, means I need another. That, which should. 34. Yep, perfect. And that's going to go to 34. Which I could front and incept. Yeah, I think that's actually sensible. No, it's not. I take it so I can then actually have the leeway for extra counter blast if need be. Because even if I intercept it, I'm only calling a burning horn and then wasting that counter blast. I'm not going to call final turn because I'm not 100% certain yet. And I'd rather be certain before going to stuff. Alright, so we can activate you, Soul Blasting out the bar. And then we've got a really good solid hand to attack with. If we hit the overtrigger, it's a bonus. Alright, let's swing in. Obviously, the Burning Horn gains its 5k. Critical trigger! So obviously, crit's going to go to the Vanguard, power's going to go to the Burning Horn. Because what our plan is we're going to call Harb down the other side. Heal trigger is very useful at this point. And that's going to go to 40, SP 28, 38. So we do want it this side. And there's the Endor. Obviously that now pushes them also to 5 at the same time. I'm not going to bother with the end skill. It's not worth wasting stuff. Well, I don't actually need to waste it at this point. I can happily just swing rear guard and rear guard and save all my combos for next turn. It also puts him into an awkward position because obviously he's for that. Oh, he actually blocks the Kiekla. And obviously the grade 2 Ashadar will go to Soul. That's another Persona Ride, that's fine. Kind of glad we didn't call Final Turn in the end. And there's obviously. Oh, he's got Quenlu skill online for a back row grade. Okay. And he's going to Barney. Do nothing. Alright, this is 23, so it needs 15 shield. I have that. That's obviously. Oh! Ah, too late. I missed that screenshot. They did have it. I'm kicking myself over that now. So at least I know which skill he's actually on now, and that's when he gives 10k to everything skill. And we're going to discard you. Trigger. That's fine. So 58. Oh, he's swinging to the big side first. That's actually a lot better for us. Because now we're going to go for defensive here to actually have our shielding. Like that. So that puts us to 23. This is 43, 53. That and that. Plus 63. Which is enough to guard. I've got Harp in hand for the discard for Do, and we've still got a Burning Horn as well to thin our deck for a little bit more. 5 cards in hand, he's on 4 damage. I think we're going to make this the final turn declaration. So obviously we're not riding. Call that there. Use skill. I'd like to hit a grade 3 just so I can actually have something to have for the third attack. Yep, we got a dope. That's fine. It's an extra non-trigger out the deck. And it's a rear guard we can actually call down. I'm also going to pop a crit trigger down behind the Burning Horn because it makes magic numbers. Right, let's start swinging. 18 Vanguard. Obviously, Burning Horn gains its 5k. Does the front and then sets 38 cents each pass. That's fine. Heal trigger. That's actually really solid. Take that and give power this side. Because he's still going to have to hard guard the Vanguard for the restand anyway in case of crit. Obviously that attack gets blocked. And then we use Dope Skill to count blast 1, discard the Harp. And yes, we want it to count as 2. So I need to get better, quicker at clicking my capture shot buttons. And Harp Skill activates because it was discarded for Overlord. Call himself over here. And you're going to use 5k, making that 26k. But due to using the crit on the other side, it makes it a 28k column. So magic number scaling again. Obviously that's the Burning Horn side will be a 34. So if we can get a trigger to put onto the... Oh, no guard. Critical trigger! So crit to the Vanguard, power to the rear guard end. Heal trigger! We heal down again. And we'll give power to the end, the rear guard end again. But that's actually really good now because that's made it a 46k column with the crit triggers 2k, 48k. So both sides will still need a lot of guard in case he heals out anyway, like that. So obviously we swing this side first. Ooh, he drops a perfect guard, that's fine. Starts Pandemonium Tactics. We just have to hope he doesn't have one more perfect guard. Then obviously the Burning Flail skill, into Soul. Plus 2k here. And then 48 at the Vanguard. No guard! Does he die this time? Yes, he does. That's not a heal trigger. Ooh, 7,200 VP from that fight. Tatsuki, I put an immeasurable weight on your shoulders. I'm sorry for that. But as you saw in our fight, I meant what I said. Even in the situation we find ourselves in now. I still can't wait to see the potential inside of you. I'm so glad. I was able to meet you and everyone else through Vanguard. I get it. It's let us understand things that are hard, even impossible to put into words. Fights show you everything about a person. Fights show you everything. That's just something I heard someone say once. But you know, I don't think it's true. I do too. Phew. I didn't believe it, but I'm glad it wasn't you. Huh? What do you mean? The Rowan fighter I just faced said something that stuck with me. That there's a traitor in our midst. A traitor? What do you mean by that? Let's go back to the shop. Oh, this sounds like it's going to be a big story plot. This sounds like it's going to be a big story plot. And we finally get to fight Gosetsu. And we got 2 Pandemonium Tactics. Should have quick whiz rounds. Oh, there's a free fighter for Mika. And over on this side, we've got no free fights. So I'm going to quickly cut whilst I do the free fight for Mika. And I'll cut back in just before doing the Gosetsu fight. Alright. After an undisclosed amount of time, we finally beat Mika. We don't really need to talk how long it took me to beat her, because Mika luck combined with don't hold back causes a lot of issues. But we got through there in the end. Farmed a lot of VP and CP, so I got a new I got the new deck early, which we will actually show off a bit against Gosetsu, because it's a bit of fun. What? A traitor? Well, who is it? Huh? What? It's me? No way. It is probably a joke. Probably. That Rowan fighter did say something odd though. The Rowan was the true Setsugetsuka. What does that mean? Ah. Gosetsu-san. Sorry about storming out like that. Come on, Gosetsu-san, you had us worried there. Where did you disappear to? Oh, I just had something on my mind. On your mind? I need to get myself ready for this. Yuki, think you could fight me? Even just one time? Huh? Gosetsu-san, what are you saying? Yeah, what's this about? Didn't you retire a long time ago? No, I ran. But I feel like, well, if I win this fight, I might just be able to settle things for good. Okay then. Yuki, I don't understand what this is about, but I'll do it. Ooh. Gosetsu-san, he's fighting? Everyone's stunned. I won't hold back, Yuki. Right, so the new deck we're now playing with is Tamayura. Now this is a little bit of a weird list because I'm doing 5 crit, 3 front, 3 draw. But we've got the Broken Toys promo to play around with, which we haven't got yet on the English side, so it's a nice little bit of a different experience you won't have seen yet. So, hand's not the best. But we could draw easily into our missing twin. With all the searching we have got. Right, he's Flagberg line, okay. So we'll discard the twin to ride up. Because we'll be able to pick it back up with the grade 1 skill. We'll sorry, the grade 2 skill, sorry, when we ride up. Okay. And there we go, we got our missing twin. So we can go fully off on turn 3. And we drew into Sanctitude. It's a nice bit of shield in the hand. We can actually rush early in this deck. Plus we get more filtering with the Forktail, which will then compress deck even further with more Direful, as we say it. The twin Direful Dial comes into Soul. And we start swinging. Check good. And we get another of the Raramis. So we're at 3 Raramis, 1 Rarami, so we do need to be careful with our Rarami intake. And his defensive does stop our aggro, which is absolutely fine. It was a if we hit it, we hit it, if we don't situation. But next turn we can have both twins in the front row. and then do 3 attacks and double inset with twins, so he can't retire them. We'll take this one. We've got a 15k shield if we need it for follow-up attack. Which, looking at what we've got, might be useful. Never mind, I'm not wasting a 15 shield on that. I'm actually going to pace myself a bit better and actually only do a 2 attack turn. Because we're going to actually guard with the twin here. So it gets into soul. So it's then there ready for the turn 3 plays. Obviously, Rurimi skill, she pops into soul. Cool. And we'll discard the draw trigger. Actually, no, we can still do the 3 attack turn. Because we've got our twin coming back to hand now. So we obviously shove Forktail back. If I'd have played smarter, I could have actually guarded the Rarami, so I'd got the skills to go off with for this turn. And get an extra draw out of it, but oh well. So let's start swinging. So do that first. If he's defensive here, like he did, we can then swing that into the rear guard still, so it still has the hit pressure. And any triggers can then go into the rear guard, onto our rear guard. It's not worth risking the trigger to pass at this point. Nope, no trigger, so that is the end of our turn. But we're still in a very healthy spot at this point. And he can't do full Flagberg combos, so the fact we only got 1 Counterblast to play with. So he's got the Persona Ride in hand. Okay. Alright, so we can inset with 1 twin. And it'll then move itself to soul. And inset. And I feel I'm actually going to do a 2-to-pass on the Vanguard as well. For the fact of pacing myself a bit again. Especially with the following turn. We don't know how we're going to be able to guard, how we're not. So yeah, as I said, we're going to do a nice 2-to-pass for him. Well then. This might hurt. Well, okay then. So we're going to 3 to his 0. Oh. Got his screenshot, good. Wait, did I do... No, I didn't lose 2 Tammy arrows, that's not too bad then. Sure. All we drew is Tammy arrow for turn though. Which is good. With this hand though, I think I do have to discard this. Because it's not the best of hands. Alright, and again we're going to do a nice bit of tempoing, not actually go aggro. Because I do need to be careful because obviously Flagbergs retire. Because this turn he is going to have the full combo because he'll be getting 2 damage out of me. Maybe he won't at this rate. Actually no, he will for the fact of the column that I'm now going to have with the Forktail will actually be a 23k column. I'm still going to swing at that with the trigger to pass. Call a one of each twin. Call you there, call you there. I'm actually going to go for the draw twin. Just for the off chance, if we actually hit the order, that fully shuts fully shuts down the Flagberg's turn. I'm not going to eat the rear guards because it's not worth it. Oh, that's nice. I'll take the front. The heal's even better. This is going well. So that's 33, so that'll break past defensive no matter what. That won't though, so it's not worth risking putting it that side for it to then him hit a defensive anyway. Because if he hits the defensive, that's fine, but he didn't, so he can still force at the Vanguard anyway. We'll at least get him to 3 this turn. Oh, I'm dumb. I misclicked. That should have been swung at the rear guard. Tee-hee. This, however, will swing at Vanguard because it's 25k shield he needs to chuck. Which isn't worth it for him, so he goes to 3 damage. At this rate, just deck yourself out at this rate, buddy. This is the turn I need to be careful with, though, because obviously everything's now live. And he's got Persona Ride. Right, so he's doing that first. So we're going to do our double intercept. Which will then move to Soul. So if we take this one now, and we hit defensive, that then shuts off his grade 2. Which we didn't have. Which didn't happen. I'm going to be greedy, take this one. So if we hit a trigger here... Never mind. Well, we've shut off his heals now as the key part. I'm actually going to be a little bit greedy again. There we go. Bit late, but oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got his full 5 attack combo, so all effects are in effect. So that, and oops, no, not you. That makes it a 1 to pass. This makes it a 3 to pass, which he can't do. Oh, he's got the crit trigger skill. Beautiful. But that actually keeps us a lot of what we want for next turn. We've now got 3 perfect guards to survive his next turn push. One being the order perfect guard, which gets around his Flagberg skill. We've got our Persona Ride to actually put some pressure on this turn. Drain some of his hand back out. So all in all, we're actually in a very solid position. Persona Rider. I am gonna do this because I do want to force 4 attacks this turn. Plus it forces a 10k shield out of him. It's a weird number. $15 card and he's got, and he is the. That's fine. we now get to do our full combos. So we're going to call both twins, so we'll actually get both twin skills off. It's got more than enough stuff in Soul to work with now. And this will remove the back row rear guard, so he's got to find another one to actually combo off with it. And this will Soul Blast you and one of them, because we don't need that many of them. So then draw a card, and we drew Broken Toys, so that combos off next turn. Okay. YOLO, 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 it's the only way we're winning. It's the only way we're winning. Never mind, we're not doing that. But this instead, I'll actually take out his rear guards. And limit to one Cat Blast so we can't do full Flagberg combo. And that'll then put the pressure on for next turn. Because yes, he's got a 13 card hand. But temporing out Flagberg is really the best way to deal with it in the deck. Oh, there's the inlet finally. Oh, yeah, that might cause issues. I know this is greed overguarding, but it then stops off the full combo. So he's now not got any rear guards to stand his grade 2. Alright. So that will guard with that. That one will guard with this. And these 2 grade 1s can't go into Soul because it's only the 4th battle, not the 5th. So we've actually full on shut it down. And we can discard one of our Broken Toys here. Wasted crit. Absolutely fine. I'm so glad he did that this turn. But it does give him a lot of shield to play with for our next turn. And we're very much on the back foot at this point. He's now also going to get to do his Inlet Pulse to draw yet another card. Putting him on a 13 card hand. Alright, Samiyura's skill. We're still not... Honestly, we're still not in the worst situations. Because Broken Toys is a guaranteed cycle for a new card. Of all the things to draw. That's fine. We'll then get this down. Which then does more filtering. But it hits nothing, that's fine. I think all my dolls are in circulation now anyway. But we're going to play smart and use it to take out the rear guard. Because I don't want to give him Counter Blast, I don't have to give him. And then use your skill to Counter Blast 1. And call the twins. One here. One here. Going to use that skill and Soul Blast one of each of the twins. And we drew Broken Toys so we can put it back in again next time. Perfect guard, good. And we pass turn here. Because then that relies on him to actually find a way to get his combos off without any counter blasts. There's an inlet. No, he can't full combo again. This has got to be the perfect guard. Okay. Alright, so perfect guard. I think I'll lose the dolls this turn. We don't. Yeah, we don't actually use the dolls. We're honestly 5k short of what I'd like to have done. Actually, what we'll do, just so we get the dolls back into Soul anyway, is use you, discarding you, but we'll still intercept with our dolls, so we move back to Soul. Oh, didn't he? I drew I didn't need to. He's not retiring because he's got the counter blasts. Oh well. I could have just put one in Soul and had 4 attack turn, but misplayed now. Honestly, this has been a really good game anyway. Right, we're then going to Tiny Hills. Right. And no trigger for the second one. That's fine.
You've already got it, you say?
And
Right.
right. Oh, we drew an attack up for the turn. That's good. So we're then going to not ride.
It's not returned.
Do this.
But it might be something that...
Alright. So we're then swinging you at the Vanguard. Really? Alright, so then we'll tuck you into Soul, so it's an extra piece of Soul. Then swing in, skill, Counter Blast, and get one of each of the dolls. Then I've got to think. He's got his Counter Blast anyway, so he can do his combos. So I think, if anything, I want to draw to try and give me an extra piece of dig for. Try and live the turn. No trigger. That helps. We'll stick the power on one of the dolls. Does not make a difference. I'm actually going to be somewhat smart and start attacking at his rear guards again. Because in case he doesn't have another Inglet or an Ascendance, we might be able to stop the 5 attack combo and actually be able to guard normally. At least this gets to properly show off both my deck and his deck. Oh, beautiful. No, I've got to do it this way. I need that doll back in soul. I blocked. I intercepted with the wrong one again. If this was a shield, I'd be fine. I think I have to take and hope. No. I need a defensive there. I know it's overguard, but I want it in soul at this point. I've misplayed, which has caused some issues, but we might still be able to heal out of this yet. I believe at this point he's very much out of crits. No trigger, good. No trigger, good. And we just pray for the heal. No, no heal. So, but honestly, very good game. Got to show off both my deck and his deck. What I'll do is in between episodes, I'll finish this fight off so we can carry on afterwards. But that is going to be it for this video. If you haven't done so already, please do like and subscribe. It very much does help the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.